Hi, my name is Drew, and you're watching ReadyBudgetGo. If we haven't met before, welcome. I'm glad you found your way to my channel. And if this isn't your first visit, welcome back. It's so good to see you again. It's Tuesday, so I'm going to be saving about $100 toward my big goals. I'm going to be doing the Celebration Savings book, which is in this binder, and then I'll be doing some other savings challenges, which are in the Batman binder. It should be some fantastic savings, and I'm glad you decided to join me. Ready? Let's go. Starting off this week as we always do, which is the Celebration Savings book. I put it in a binder, but if you order it from me on my Etsy shop, it will come bound in the separate individual rings if you order it bound. So we are, of course, on December, and we are in week 3, sorry. So let's first do a couple of scratches over here, unless it's a big number. If it's a big number again, then there's only really one bigger number left. But let me get out a die and the dice tower, and let's see which one we're going to do, or which two we're going to do. Okay, first up is number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I just about lost my scratch tool, but I found it at the last second. And that's going to be $2, so I'm definitely rolling again. Okay. Number 1, we'll go right up here. So 2 plus 6 for $8 this week. Okay, clean these off. And then I'm also going to roll for the dice roll here. And we've got 5 and 2. So we've got 7 there. So far we're up to 7, 9, 15. And I'm going to color in 2 more trees, and that will put us up to 25. So let me get out my special markers for these, the Ohuhus. Not only are they good markers, but it's just fun to say. So we're going to do 2 of them. 1, 2, and the trunks. Outside the lines as usual, and then everything else is green. Okay, I'll come back and fill that one in just a sec here. I always say I am not the best colorist in the world, and that is certainly evident here. Plus, I'm trying to do this somewhat quickly. All right, the big honkin' chisel tip. Well, it's not going to hang in the Smithsonian, but it's good enough for government work. All right. So what did I say? 10, 15, 17, 19, $25 going into this book for the week. I've got November money in here paper clipped. So instead of adding in a 20 and a 5, I'm going to take out, 120 and a 5 and put in a 50. Although now I'm concerned, do I really have 74 in here? Let's go back and check. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 41, 44, 46, 51, 53, 55, 56, 62. So, yeah, okay. All right. So this money goes back in here. And yes, this is play money. And the reason that it is play money is because I am transferring money directly from my savings account to my high yield checking account. So I don't take cash out of the bank just to put it in binders, only to put it into my high yield savings. Let's switch over, and pardon my reach here. My goodness, I am so sorry. Let's switch over to the Batman binder. And there are some challenges in here that are on pause, including this one from Eva. But we are doing the No Water, No Life Undersea challenge. Let's roll a die. We're going to do number 5 this week. And I better keep recording all of the amounts because I want to make sure I save at least $100. So celebration is 25. And for the sharks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be $7 this week. Okay, 5 and 7. And let's see if we can do any condensing. 5 and 7. So we have 25, 30, 2, 33. So we can condense 2 5s for a 10. We'll just kind of do this as we go along. Okay, so that was 7. Speaking of 7s, we have the 7 heavenly virtues and the 7 deadly sins. So I'm going to roll a die, and that will tell me which card I'm going to scratch on this week. Number 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is gratitude or envy. Heads or even or odd for which side. Okay, it's even, so we're doing the heavenly virtue. And we're going to scratch number 3. 1, 2, 3. And that will also be, oh no, that's a 2. So we're going to save $2 in here for this week. I may come back to this, we'll see. But I like the slow and steady. This challenge saves $525 altogether. So let's see if I can condense. Looks like I can. So we have 50, 70, 2, 74, 76. So I'll put all these 2s back for a 5 and a 1. Okay, so that was $2. And then we'll go on to the 80s. And for this challenge, I need a D10 to tell me which one to scratch on. This challenge and the one that was before it, the sins and virtues, are available in my Etsy shop. Number 8. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is take a chill pill. Let's roll it again to see which one we scratch. Number 10. So right down here. That will be $4. This set is a $500 savings challenge. On the back are placeholders. I think the back of this one has a $100 placeholder on it. Let me get the vacuum here. Yep, $100, majorly awesome placeholder. Okay. So that's $4 going into this challenge. Looks like we can't condense, but I'm going to swap out this 20 that does not have a label on it for one that does. And we'll put in the $4. Put the challenge back. Okay, up next is destination savings. Let me see where we're going this week. We are headed to Singapore. Okay, so we can do the flight for 10, the hotel for 9, the food for 2, or the sightseeing for 4. And we are doing the high amount always first. So we are doing the flight for $10. And I can't remember, I think I'm marking these with permanent. You can use wet erase or dry erase on these. But if you use permanent, it is generally not erasable because the alcohol to erase it will also eat away at the finish. So we're going to do $10 into destination savings for this week, and we'll see next week where we're off to next. But for now, let's also see if we can do any condensing in here. Doesn't look like. So we have 100, 20, 30, 5, 37, 39. This is a $500 challenge altogether. So we're on our way. We're more than a quarter of the way there. Up next is Save the Plates. And for some reason, it has the wrong challenge in it. This is supposed to go here. I really hope that I didn't put the wrong amounts in there. Oh, goodness. Well, there's no way to tell. I am going to have to go back and count in Save the Plates and make sure that's the right amount. So let me do that. And then, if necessary, I will reset the envelopes, and then we'll pick out which state we're going to this week. Okay, I went back and I counted up all of the amounts from the states that we've been to previously, and there should be $38 in this envelope, but there isn't. There's $49. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take out $11 and I'm going to put it into Corny Sayings because that's where it's supposed to go. I'm not sure why it got put into the Save the Plates envelope, but it did. Okay, so 49, so this should be 38. So 25, 27, 37, 38. So let me get this in order. And before I do for this week, for Save the Plates, I am going to go over to Corny Sayings and put in the $11 that challenge is owed. 10 and 11. So inside Corny Sayings, we now have something that can be condensed. 50, 70, 90, 102. So I'm going to put all of this back. And take out 102. Now, we did not do $102 just on this one card. I finished this card last week, but I decided to do, originally I was doing all the cards, and then I decided to do one at a time. So I will get out another card when that time comes. I just need to find one. So there will be another break when we do that. But for now, let's get back to Save the Plates. And we are going to, this week, Pennsylvania. So let me give it a roll of the D6. We'll bring out the Superman die again. Number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be $7 this week. And I am going to use a Sharpie. I would get out a Ohuhu marker, but they're kind of out of reach. So the Sharpie will work just fine. Now, if you want to make this challenge last, you could just outline the number the first time through, or cross hatch it or something like that, and then the next time through you fill it in a little more, and then a little more, until finally you've got a fully filled in number the third or fourth time through. That's an idea. But primarily these are a one and done, and this will take a long time to fully save. This is a $1,500 challenge. So 5 and 7. It's going to go into Save the Plates. And now we can condense Save the Plates. Oh, goodness. So we have 20, 30, 5, 40, 2, 4, 5. So I'm going to take a 10, a 5, 2 2s, and a 1 back for a 20. And we will still have $45, and that will be correct. Okay. Excellent. Okay, up next is going to be Save by Color, so let me get these out. And all the money with it, apparently. Get rid of the glare here. So we've got purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. And my dry erase marker. There it is. And then the rainbow dice. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, red is 4, orange is 6, yellow is 2, green is 4, blue is 4, and purple is 5. So got all those marked off, and now let's total it. So we've got 10, 14, 18, 25. $25 going in this week. I guess that's probably about average. So we'll come back here to the binder. Save by color. Put those back in, take this out, and we're going to add in 25, so 20. And instead of adding a 5, I'm going to pull out a 5 and put in a 10. So in this challenge, we have 100, 250, 70, 80, 283. Okay, up next is Corny Sayings, but I'm going to skip it, and I need to catch up here. So Destination Savings was 10, Save the Plates was 7, Save by Color was 25. And let's move on to the 12 face cards. And you know what? I may just skip Corny Sayings altogether this week and just do the 12 face cards, because the 12 face cards still has a lot left to save on it. And I need to save, see what we're up to here. 25, 32, 34, 38, 48, 55 plus 25 is 80. So I need to save $20 more. So I'm going to write in a 0 for Corny Sayings. And we'll just do the 12 face cards to close out the week. And then next week, I will have a new Corny Sayings challenge ready. So to do this challenge, you can shuffle a deck of cards, or you can use a D12 die. I'm going to use a D12 die. I have done it with cards in the past, but I don't really have a good deck of cards right now, so I will just get out a D12 here. There it is. And this isn't too shiny, so, well, there we go. All right. We're going to do number 11, which is the Queen of Clubs, Lady Argea. And there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left on her, so I'm going to roll this D10. Number 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that'll be $11. Okay, so 10 and 11. Let me roll a D12 again. Number 12. Okay, so that's going to be the King of Clubs, Alexander the Great. And this savings challenge will tell you a little bit about each of these people on the reverse side. There's only 4 left, so I'm going to go back to the Superman die. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Be great if I could get a 9. Oh, but it's a 4. Okay, so we're going to go one more time. Clean this off. Put back a 1, take out a 5. Okay, D12. Number 6. King of Hearts, Charlemagne. And there's quite a few left on here, so I'm going to roll a D10. Number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5's already gone. Maybe we can get a 6. Nope, it's a double digit. Okay, $10. So it's going to be $5 over. So I'm going to save $105 for the Tuesday savings altogether. But that's okay. It just brings me to my goal that much quicker. So I'm going to put a 10 away, take out a 20. Move all this to the side. Put this back to rights. There we go. So the 12 face cards is getting $25 this week. And let's go into the envelope and see if we can condense anything. Okay, so far in the 12 face cards, we have 100, 200, 300, 400, and 50, 70, 5, 80, 2, 84. So 2 5s for a 10 is about all we can do. Still 284. No, 484. Don't know why I said 284. All right. So that is going to be it for this week. Thank you so much for watching the abbreviated version of my Tuesday savings challenges. My hope is that in January, this will be back to the longer format where I'm doing more of them and for a larger amount, but we'll see when we get there. By the time that this video is live, you will have access to a video that I will have posted the last weekend where I talk about my plans for 2026. And then this coming weekend will be my January budget where the rubber meets the road and I decide how much I can afford to put away for savings challenges and savings games in January. So look forward to those. Like I say, the one from this last weekend should already be out, and the budget coming this coming weekend. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a thumbs up and a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And until I see you in the next one, take care.